What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Zardy here, and today I'm going to be going over how to use Fraytools2, and more specifically the GIF Importer tool within Fraytools2 for Fraytools. It's a lot, but without further ado, let's get into it. So, the first step here is going to be opening up a Fraytools project. So for me, that's going to be GIF test with a Y, because apparently I can't spell correctly, so good on me for that. And just for transparency's sake here, I'm going to open up the character.entity file, and there is just one animation here. That's it. It's just super freeze. That's literally it. There's nothing else at all. Coming over to the sprites folder, there's nothing in there either. Absolutely nothing at all. Just to showcase to you guys that the program does all these things automatically for you, right? So I'm going to leave this open, and then our next step is to acquire Fraytools2. So to get Fraytools2, there's going to be a link down in the description below. That's going to take you to the GitHub page for it all. This is all just all the files that are inside of it. You can look through them if you want, verify them, everything like that. And you can also download this for development as well. You can poke around and make changes and everything like that, submit them, all that fun stuff. But for most normal people, you're going to want to come over to the releases tab here, to the initial release Fraytools2, and then this is going to showcase the release files, and you're just going to want to click on fraytools2.zip. So this is going to download Fraytools2 onto your system. As you can see, I've tried to record this video like 3 times already, but I keep messing up. So once Fraytools2 is downloaded, you can close out of this and go to your downloads folder. So there's going to be a folder here called Fraytools2. All you're going to want to do is open that up, and using whatever unarchiving software you want, WinRAR, 7-zip, I think Windows 11 has one built in, which is what I'm using. Just feel free to do whatever you want. And we're going to have to unarchive this folder here. And it doesn't really matter where you put it. You can kind of put it wherever you want. Doesn't matter. I'm going to put in my documents folder here, just because I want it there. But it really shouldn't matter wherever you put it. Okay. So now we have successfully acquired Fraytools2. When you open the folder here, you're going to see a bunch of different files. The only one that you really care about is Fraytools2. So I'm going to click on that one. And when you first start up, it's probably going to ask you, yep, it's going to tell you, you don't know the publisher and anything like that. Well, publisher's me, and I just need to go in and get this stuff code signed, which I haven't done yet. I think it costs money. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But for now, we're going to have to deal with this. So just hit run anyway. Hopefully your firewall or your antivirus doesn't pick it up as a virus. I checked everything, and there shouldn't be no malware in it at all. But regardless, we're going to be going over to the main screen here. There's a bunch of different things here. None of them really work except GIF Importer down here in the corner. This is the only one that works as of yet. Those are all things I want to add to this program at some point. So this is going to bring you to the screen here of what you need to input into the program to make it run. So we have, first thing is the GIF folder, then the new sprites folder, then the entity file, and then this is a bunch of other frame positioning stuff that probably don't ever need to worry about, but I'll go over it in a little bit. First off, the GIF folder. The GIF folder is the folder that contains all of your GIFs. So for me, when I'm trying to import, that is, where is it? FrameMakers. That is this GIFs re-import folder. As you can see here, I have 6 different GIFs inside of this folder. They're all just separated out by their file name and stuff like that. So like this is Fish Punch and Talking, which is cursed. We got Mr. Beast guide, fake guy doing the stupid. I got some Sans one in the Watcher export. I heard doing a down smash. Awesome. So that's the folder that we're gonna feed into the program here. I'm gonna close this as well. So to select it, just hit the button. It's gonna bring this up, and you want to select GIF re-import. Boom, and it's going to tell you the path that you chose as well, so you can double check it there as well. The new sprites folder is going to be the location where you want the sprites to be put that get generated from this process. So you want to put them inside of the project that you're inside of your Fraytools project folder. So for me, that's GIF test, and then always the library folder, sprites. It doesn't matter where you put them inside of the sprites folder here, just as long as they're somewhere in here. You can put it in another subfolder if you want, just as long as they're in the sprites folder. That's all that matters. So you want to select that folder. Next is the entity file. So for me, that's going to be in GIF test, library, entities, and then character entity. Now you can do menu.entity. You can do a projectile entity. If you have another custom entity that you want to do, you can import the animations right into that one. Just make sure you choose that one. So, but for me, it's going to be the character entity file here. Alright. So those are the three main ones you got to worry about. And then there's these ones here for the frame positioning. This is basically like X offset. If you want it to be like moved over 5 pixels to the right, you can do that. Y offset is, you know, if you want to move it up or down. X scale, let's say all your sprites need to be scaled up by 2. You can do that in here, you know, by setting it to 2 and 2. Rotation is the rotation of the sprites. And alpha is, you know, like how transparent the sprite is overall. I'm not going to mess with these settings here. I don't think most people will mess with those settings ever, because the program kind of auto aligns everything to the center, but it's there if you need it, so it's cool. Anyways, once you're done uploading these 3 mandatory things and messing around with these settings, let's go to import GIFs. It's going to give you a little screen here telling you the process of your import. But that was pretty fast, so you don't really get to see it too much, but I imagine if you have a lot more, it will go on for a lot longer. But here's the statistics page. We imported 6 GIFs. It created 103 different individual PNG frames, and it only took 1.15 seconds to complete. That's pretty cool. And if you continue, brings you back out here, you can import more GIFs and everything like that. But we're kind of done. We don't really got to do anything else. So close out of that, and I'm going to come back to that Fraytools file that I opened up earlier, and I'm going to hit refresh, and then I'm going to reopen the character entity file here. And as you can see, there are now 6 different GIFs, and they're all laid out frame wise on timeline. So yeah, they're all here, and they're all centered around the center of the sprite. So they might not be perfect, but you can always just move them around. And then also, all of the sprites that were generated can be found in their own separate folder within the path that you chose. So for Fish Talk, there's like 8 frames, and these are all numbered out and everything like that. So yeah, you don't really got to worry about stuff too much. So it's all good. All right. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how the Fraytools2 GIF Importer works. I hope that this tool helps people make more stuff, make more cool stuff and everything like that inside of Fraytools. But yeah, without further ado, I hope this video has found you well and that it has helped you out in some way, shape, or form. Anyways, I'll see you later for my next release of the Advanced Auto Heartboxer, which should be coming out kind of soon. It's kind of advanced and it's kind of hard to do, so we'll see where we get with that, but hopefully soon. So yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.